constant confusion in this data science industry. So the constant evolution of the data science industry, and it turns a lot of buzzwords. So now the data science industry is having a lot of buzzwords. So now we are just going to discuss about some of the complicated situations, some of the confusions in the data science industry. So what are the confusion? The confusion one is words. So this field which is available in the market from 25 years, the person who's collecting the data and who's gathering and cleaning the data set and who's applying and who's predicting about the future, the person who's known as a statistician. So the main responsibility of the statistician is to gather and clean the data set, and he needs to apply the various statistical method to the data. After some years, we call the same statistician in the name of data mining specialist. So the growth of the data and the radical improvement of the technology, the statistician would now be required some extra patterns to henceforth the prediction. So now the statistician starts to apply some new mathematical and statistical model which is going to give more accurate forecast. So now the person who is applying the new mathematical skills and new statistics model and who is going to give the more accurate forecast, the person who is known as a data mining specialist. So after some years, we are calling the same data mining specialist as predictive analyst. So what this predictive analytics will doing? So now the data mining specialist is looking forward after some year, and who is going to do the same statistical method along with some new mathematical and statistical model which is going to give more accurate forecast. So now the predictive analytics has the statistician changed her or his job. In this point, the statistician has changed his job position to predictive analytics simply. Now he is going to predict by using his analytical report. So this is what your predictive analytics is. So the next thing, nowadays we are calling the same predictive analyst in the name of data scientist. So now who is more qualified now and be the part of statistics department and in the part of technology and the part of predictive analytics and the part of mathematics and the part of new technologies, that is nothing but a modern technologies, could able to fit into the multitude of professional categories. So what are the categories? That is nothing but all your data analytics and with data visualization, image analytics, all those things. So the latest technology which is going to give more accurate forecast, and now we are applying the same statistics algorithm by using some programming languages. Now we are calling those persons in the name of data scientist. So the next thing is HR managers. So this causes the various buzzwords, causes them to label job positions inaccurately. So to same like where they need a data analyst, but their requirement they used to give for big data analyst. So the next term in this industry is machine learning. So what is machine learning? Machine learning, that is nothing but simply telling the set of algorithm. So what is algorithms? The algorithms are nothing but predefined rules by some mathematicians. So some mathematicians already derived some formula. Now we are choosing some new technologies to apply those formulas to predict or to forecast something. So that's what machine learning is. So machine learning is having a lot of algorithms. So for example, linear regression, logistic regression, KNN, K-means, SVM, naive Bayes, these are all some algorithms which is available with our machine learning. So now we are applying this machine learning technologies to predict the future. So now you are applying this machine learning technologies to predict the future, which is known as data scientist. Now the same machine learning algorithm you are applying with some machines, and you are just going to ask the machines to work without humans. First we are going to teach the machines about something. The machine is going to perform without humans but like humans. That's what artificial intelligence is. The best example for artificial intelligence, that's nothing but chatbot. So chatbots are the best example for our artificial intelligence. This chatbots. So for example, Amazon, Swiggy, Zomato, all those peoples are having a chatbots. So chatbot is the best example for artificial intelligence. Predicting future. So now you are going to predict your future by using the same machine learning algorithm. Now you are a data scientist. Now what is deep learning? So this deep learning is nothing but which humans can, machines can't. So now human can able to observe the smell of coffee, but machines can't able to observe the smell of coffee. Now humans can, machines can't. Now we are going to make machines going to perform the task which only humans can, and it is going to perform better than human. That's what our deep learning is. So this deep learning is a complete part of neural networks. So what is neural networks? Each and every human body which is connected with some of the neural networks. Even our human brain is completely working on neural networks. Now this neural networks, I am just going to make it in my machine brain, and now my machine will work better than human. So this is what our deep learning is. So the same machine learning algorithm you are just going to apply with some data, and you are going to predict the future. That's what your data science is. The same machine learning algorithm you are going to apply with some models, and you are just going to make machines to work perform without human. That is what your artificial intelligence is. The next thing is deep learning. Deep learning, that is nothing but only humans can, machines can't. Now we are going to make machines to work better than humans. That's what our deep learning is. So the next thing is this are the some summary of our machine learning, AI and deep learning. So the next thing is programming languages. So what are the programming languages that's available in this field? Python. So Python is a one and only affordable language which is used in our data science, artificial intelligence and deep learning. So the next language is R programming. R programming and Python. Comparatively, Python is much better than R. The reason is Python gives more reliability comparatively to R programming. The next programming language is nothing but Go. This Go is the latest language and it's developed by Google. So now this Go, which is completely developed by Google, and the usage of Go is very less. Some of the companies only using this Go. So comparatively, Python is the most used language rather than R and apart from Go. R won't give the much reliability comparatively to Python, and Go is a less used language. So now we are choosing Python for our data science training. So now what are the other data science discipline which is available in the market? So the first thing is business analytics, then data analytics, and then our data science. So what is business analytics? So this business analytics, which is used to refer to the skill, technologies and some of the practices. So this practices, that is nothing but you are going to apply past data or the present data. So now you are just going to derive what happened. So that's what you are just going to measure the complexity of your business. That's what your business analytics is. The next thing is reporting. So this domain of analytics is actually starting with our simple question, that is nothing but what happened. So this is activity is known as our reporting. So the majority of the peoples, they are using Excel for the reporting purpose. So this is some Excel report. Now here we have some rejection score, and here we are just telling what happened, the reviews, and here the business sourced, and this is the city and this is our region. So now from this data we are just going to tell which country we are which state we are having the more rejection ratio. I think we are having the more rejection ratio in Delhi. So now we are just analyzing about what happened. That's what your reporting is. The next thing is deductive analysis. So previously we just defined what happened. Now we are going to answer the question, why did it happen? That's what our deductive analytics is. So now we are just going to ask, and we are just going to get the analysis of last 2 months our sales report is very less. We drop our sales. Now we are just telling why did the sales drop in the last month. So now as a deductive analysis, you are just going to find the answer of why. That's what our deductive analytics is. The next thing is dashboard. The dashboard is an organized and well presented summary of some business. So we are just going to interactively making our information in our dashboard. So this dashboard, which is used to give always the real-time information about someone's performance. So simply this dashboard, which is used to answer what is happening right now. So now this predictive and modeling we need to prepare. So how to prepare the predictive modeling? We need to try and predict the customer behavior based on the past information. So for this forecasting, we are just using some aggregated level, and we are just going to predict the customer intention. So based on our prediction, we are going to improve our sales. So now data analytics. See, this data analytics involving algorithmic or mechanical process to derive the insight. So now we are having a lot of meaningful data. Now we are just going to find the relation between each other, that is known as correlation. Now this data analytics, which is applicable in the number of industries, and it is allowing industries to make some decision which is a proved theory. So now this data analytics is the process of deriving the conclusion which is based on the researcher report. So what is the data science? Dealing with our unstructured and structured data. So this data science is the process which is the compression of our data cleaning and data preparation and data analytics. And apart from the data science is the combination of statistics, mathematics and programming languages and problem solving and capturing data in a different ways, and we are just going to apply some different ways for our cleaning and preparing of our data. So this is the typical data science diagram, and this is what the traditional way and this is what the big data way. When you are just choosing the data, we have two types. One is traditional and another one is big data. When you are just choosing data science, we have something like business intelligence, another thing like traditional method, and another one is machine learning. When you are choosing traditional method, so we need to collect the data and we need to process the data. Either you need to go ahead with the categorical data or the numerical data, and we need to go for the data cleaning and we need to handle the missing values. We need to deal with the number of data set shuffles. The advantage of big data is we can able to label only categorical or numerical, but when it comes to big data, we can able to label as number, text or image or video or audio data. So now we can able to apply the multiple mining techniques here to get more accuracy. So now we are just going to drive the decision which is well organized and relevant raw data stored in our digital format. That's what our data is. So the next thing is data science. That is nothing but our business intelligence and traditional method and machine learning. So now till these things are known as past data. So this business intelligence, that is nothing but we are just going to gather and organize the data. We are just going to make the insight about some business. So now this future, that is nothing but I am just going to predict my future. So we have the two types, one is traditional and another one is machine learning. Now this traditional methods, which includes the basic statistical method, that is nothing but regression, logistic regression, clustering, time series, all those things. Now this predictive analytics or the machine learning method, which is nothing but supervised learning. That's all nothing but SVM, neural network, deep learning, random forest, k-means, this all our machine learning methods. So this machine learning which will give more accurate result for our data. So when you are just going to predict the future based on some mathematical technique, that is known as data science. For this we need to go ahead for data analytics, data visualization, statistics, mathematics, the technology and the machine learning. Machine learning, that is nothing but set of algorithm which is predefined by some mathematicians. Now we are just going to apply those mathematical concepts in some programming languages to get more accurate data. So big data, that is nothing but which is used to handle the huge amount of data. So when your ocean is considered as a big data, now you are just going to tell how long the ocean is. That's what our big data is. Now we are going to make some analytics in the ocean. Maybe the about the soil or about the fishes which is alive in the ocean. So now I am going to analyze what are the soil moisturing in there and what are the kind of fishes available there and what is my future of the ocean. So this ocean in future, like how many species will arrive. So now I am going to predict something. So the predicting something, that is nothing but the data science. Analyzing about what is happening now, that is nothing but the data analytics. What is happening now, I am going to give in the graphical manner, that is known as a data visualization. Now again I am going to handle the huge amount of data, that is nothing but my big data. So all these fields which is nothing but our data field. So now we chosen the data science. So we need to know about data analytics, that is nothing but data cleaning, data transforming, data processing step, then data visualization, how to visualize our data, and then machine learning. So how to predict our future. So all this combination is our data science.